So today, years after it's been defunct and started and everything, Slay World is one of those rap groups that just can't escape fan notoriety, and this is because many of the members have went on to have great careers. Of course, Summers, Autumn, Can, Isaiah TG, and their affiliates like Yeet and Wyland have all gone on to, do some serious numbers, and they're just at the top of the underground. So their fan base is really strong. And one of the reasons why their fan base is really strong is because of all like the random beefs and funny controversies they get into. So I just thought, let's make a video called The Victims Slay World. And let's start off with none other than the biggest bird himself. That's Lil Reno. He's good. The one and only Summers. Alright, so Summers doesn't really shy away from beefing or anything. In fact, I think he might even like it. But anyways, let's start off with his most notorious beef, and this is actually what got him on all the not mainstream, but got him on a bunch of like news platforms like No Jumper when it first came out, before he had any coverage, and that was the Gabby situation. Gabby was a mentally ill woman who had recently gotten out of a mental hospital, and just a few days later, some of Summers' homies that he was staying with decided to invite her to his house. She wasn't Summers' girl, but everyone kind of just ran with that. Anyways, the first day at his house, she broke his TV and he kicked her out. The next day, Summers wakes up only to find that his friends had let her back in. So he was like, yo, get out, and kicked her out again. This sparked an Instagram live where Gabby goes crazy and broke Summers' window. She also tried to scrap with one of Summers' friends, and it all ended when Summers' female friend gave her the beats. Ever since then, Gabby has become like this meme to Slay World fans. Like, oh my god, Gabby, she came out, said a bunch of racist stuff, and there's like all this lore about her. She has like her own site where she sells pics and stuff. You know what I'm alluding to. Afterwards, of course, Summers fans gave her an insane amount of hate on the internet, which she kind of deserved, I'm not gonna lie, just for the way she was acting. And she made multiple posts like, yo, please stop, and she's tried to distance herself as much as possible. I think she has a bunch of face tats and stuff now, but she's still like doing her thing, doing whatever, and it's just like a super weird scenario that just keeps getting brought up like it is on this YouTube video. But anyways, Summers didn't just stop there. He also had an incident where he I won't spoil it for you guys, but he got into an altercation with an alleged Instagram hacker. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean alleged Instagram hacker? Let me explain. There was this guy called like the D1 Exterminator, it turned out later it was one of Summers' friends, but they were like using him for exposure and promo. The whole story was that the hacker had stole Summers' Instagram for a bit. He told Summers that he wanted to, scrap, and he was in Houston. Summers said, I'm in Dallas, but when I get back, we can handle it. They confronted each other on Instagram Live. They linked up. Summers won the fight, and around his mouth area there was a lot of red. So I'm gonna let you make your conclusion. Summers allegedly gave him the beats. Of course, later on, it turned out that the dude was friends with them, and they had like set this all up. The whole D1 Exterminator situation was fake, but I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty entertaining at the time. It was like, oh, let's go, Reno. You know what I mean? You know how fans are. Summers also has some beefs with other rappers. The next victim is Lil Tecca. So what happened was Summers came out and said that he was only cool with Lil Tecca for clout. He eventually made a diss on Tecca. They later became cool, by the way, because Tecca and Autumn were really close. Not really close. They were pretty close at the time. They were like good friends. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know, what do you like, dude? Okay, at least make a song with them if you're gonna be cool for clout. Like, come on, or don't say that. Like, I don't know what Summers was doing. Like, he just shot himself in the foot. But it is what it is. Tecca never really even said anything like that. It was like one of those low key beefs. And also, you gotta remember, like, Summers was actually underground back then. This guy had like 20, maybe not. I don't even think he had. I think he had like maybe not even 50,000 followers on Instagram at the time. He was actually underground. This is before TikTok had started blowing everyone up. So Lil Tecca was a mainstream rapper. He's not gonna come out and be like, man, Summers, I wish I was friends with you. I want to be. Yeah, he didn't really care. However, there's one last one that has to do with Summers, and this one is Summers, Can, and Sofego related. So basically, someone in one of Summers' Instagram lives said, will you ever collaborate with Sofego? And Summers infamously said, hell no, in a very disrespectful way. Like, man, why would I do that? For no reason at all. They could have actually made a really crazy collab back then if you think about it. This is when like Faygo was in his prime, you know what I mean? Anyways, Faygo dropped Let the Girls Slay to respond to their comments, saying Summers got robbed, he called him a junkie. He also addressed it on his social media a little bit. Summers fired back with SWK Freestyle featuring Can. That was also like one of the best Slay World songs in my opinion. He called Faygo his son and claimed Faygo asked for a repost. Typical SoundCloud rapper beef stuff. Can also dissed Fago on like a song with SG Kobe. So they were both beefing. Fago dropped Rat Runners, and this is where he would directly diss Can, telling Can he should stick to beats. I know a lot of you guys don't know this, but Can used to be a producer. He started off as a producer in Slay World, and told him he should give Summers his Glock back. This is what fans say ended the beef, because Rat Runners was just that good. But I don't really think it was insane. It was a good Fago song, but it didn't end the beef or anything. I think they just like cleared it up and they were like, all right, this is cool. But back then, dude, like the amount of memes that were made about this situation, like people used to call it the Great So Fago War and stuff. Like it was mad funny, but you know, they're all on good terms now. They're all cool. I think like they all patched it up. And by the way, this is when they all started getting popular and stuff. Fago was like bigger than them for sure. There are two more, all right? So basically, Can had this girl. I'm not going to put up any pictures of the video of the situation because it's kind of messed up. But basically, it came out that Can had abused his girlfriend, allegedly, from the girl herself. And she was like, this is your favorite rapper. This is your favorite rapper. Is this really your favorite rapper? The video has millions of views on YouTube. It was crazy. Can didn't even get the chance to speak about it. The night before, he was on live trolling her and stuff. I think he was like, I'm breaking up. He was like saying some stuff to her. And the day after, Can's mugshot was posted. Wyland was like, yo, I don't condone that type of behavior. That's why Wyland got cut off by Slay World, by like Can and Summers at one point. Autumn was like, he didn't have his back either. That's why they started beefing. Isn't that funny? Like a member of Slay World was like a victim of, no, we're not gonna go there. But you know, it looked pretty serious. A lot of people were like, damn, especially if you saw that video, you would believe it too. So I don't even blame these people. Like that video was so crazy. I'm not gonna describe it to you, but it was like, holy, it was like, what the actual. And Can was just like standing there too, just like, he was probably like high out of his mind. But anyways, he was like, this is your favorite rapper, blah, blah, blah. Next day he gets arrested, mugshot. He gets bailed out the day after. He comes out, says it's all false. Turned out that girl did like fake a lot of the stuff and she had just played him. But like the level that she had played him to was like kind of crazy. Like, how did you allow her to just take the video? You know, I'm not going to get that deep into his personal life or anything, but it's just like, wow, okay. But turned out it was false, and I guess she's not an actual victim. But you know, for the sake of this video, I guess it was a pretty big controversy. It was like the biggest controversy in the underground for a long time, and it still follows Can to this day. Pretty big blunder on his end, I'm not gonna lie. The last one is also super random. It's between Comethazine and Autumn. So basically, Comethazine would claim Autumn was a clone and he was trying to bite his swag. They went back and forth on social media, and Autumn made a diss track on him called Catch Up With You. And that was it. Nothing really came out of it except a good Autumn song. A lot of people think that, oh, it's because they both dyed their hair the same color. But this was before Autumn dyed his hair blonde like Comethazine had it. I think he just thought another like guy that kind of looked like him was, they don't even make the meet. Honestly, I think he was just tripping. But, you know, Autumn stood on business, and he dropped that song, and he said, I'm gonna catch up to you. And yeah, today Autumn is definitely a lot bigger than Comethazine. He wasn't wrong. He predicted the future. Anyways, let me know what you thought. These were the official victims of Slay World. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye.